Hi, I'm Rob and welcome to another TW White & Sons video review. Today's vehicle, a Mazda 2 1.5 Homura Acca automatic. So this is the original style Mazda 2. It's Mazda's own version of the 2. Currently there is another derivative, a hybridized version, which is an alternative to this particular car. So this particular one, though, is just under a year old. It's a one-owner vehicle. It's in Snowflake white pearl, so you can see this in the sun here. It sparkles and shimmers and looks really quite nice. Being a Homura Acca, there's lots of signatures which identify this car as such, namely the front grille with lots of gloss black detailing, with darkened headlamp lenses. Coming around the side of the car, you've got two-tone silver and black alloys. These are diamond cuts, contrasting black mirrors, and a unique part of the Homura Acca is the vinyl roof wrap, complemented by the gloss black radio mast, which also adapts to the sat nav. And then round to the side of the car you can see privacy glass for the rear windows and the tailgate. At the back, again, more contrast with a black trim line running through, little red identifier there as well, again another signature of the Homura Acca. LED lights at the back, hopefully the sun's not obscuring this. And then as we come around the side, you've got things like keyless entry on the doors, power folding heated mirrors, and automatic headlamps at the front. The car also has rear parking sensors, but not fronts. So, a fine example of the Homura Acca. I'm going to make my way around to the rear of the car. We'll pop into the boot and show you what's going on in there. So, where there's an indent in the bumper, there's a button hidden just under the tailgate, so simply put your hand in and lift. Presented with a nice sized boot. Has boot light interior in there as well. Hopefully the flare on this camera is not too obscure. Coming down, lifting up the boot floor, you've got stowage, no spare as you note, but there is a foam with compressor unit there, which will allow you to inflate tyres should they have punctures, which the foam kit would allow you to reinflate. Further to that, our cars come with a 3-year European-wide Mazda assistance plan, so this car has over 2 years remaining, and they'll certainly come and help you as well. Into the back of the car. Into the back of the car. Sorry, I was just turning the radio down. So you have split folding rear seats. There are seat belts for 5. And this is a leather suede mix with a red contrast stitch, which identifies with the red signature on the outside of the car. You have sort of a suede covered door trims as well, complementing the seats. I mentioned keyless entry earlier, so there's a little rubber button here which you'll push to lock and unlock the car with the key in your pocket. Alternatively, use the fob. Again, on the door, more suede, more red stitching to complement the Homura Acca spec. On the door cards, you'll note there's electric window controls, power folding mirror function as well. This will work either just whilst you're in the car, or if you leave it in this mode, it will lock and power the mirrors in one action. Coming through into the driver's seat, again, leather and suede with a nice red contrast stitch and signature red dots. It's a nice supportive seat. Seats are actually heated as well, along with a steering wheel rim. We'll show you those buttons shortly when we enter the car properly. Coming down, we have safety equipment fitted as standard to the car, including lane departure. So there's an off switch. You've also got an ability to monitor the tyre pressures and an easy reset once you identify the tyre that's low. And the car has a stop-start technology called iStop. Fundamentally, this is designed just to save fuel by not idling the car in traffic or when you're at traffic lights, etc. And works quite neatly, and will obviously start the car instantaneously when you're ready to move away. Being an automatic, that happily works when you're in the D mode as well, so if you're going to put the car into neutral, it will just happily do that for you. You'll also note between the seats there's controls there to work the Mazda multimedia entertainment system, which encompasses sat nav, digital radio, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and of course telephone preparation, not only for streaming but for phone calls of course. So jumping in, you're presented with a driver display which is partially digital and partially analog. The analog is the speedo of course, digital side is your rev counter, and there is a computer this side. Now that's controlled on the steering wheel itself. There's a button called info. So simply by tapping on, that will cycle through various things. It will show the last consumption recorded by the last driver of the vehicle. Instantaneous, as we're not moving, it won't show anything. And an average speed function. Then you're going back to the miles. This car has a little bit of fuel, but it's 15 miles of range, and it's just quite handy to have that in your eye line so you don't run out. Coming down, we have a stop-start button, so you can stop and start the car off this, just again with the key in your pocket or about your person, but certainly within the car. Automatic wipers and lights, so just turn it on and they will engage using the rain and light sensor around about the top of the windscreen here. And again with the wipers, they're also automatic. Again, just need to engage the auto mode. It does a courtesy wipe and then it's ready for rain. You'll also note, just hidden behind the steering wheel, we have a minus paddle and a plus paddle. And these are designed to go up and down the gears through the 6-speed automatic. The automatic box down here also can be shifted by moving into their M mode and pushing and pulling. So you've got two choices on how you interact with the gearbox. Of course, when you're in drive, the car also has a sport mode, just by engaging. Shows on the dash display in orange, and that will raise the shift point and be more responsive when you press hard on the throttle for down changes. So easy to use. 6 speeds, conventional type of gearbox, not a CVT or a double clutch. Conventional handbrake, some people quite like these still, I do. Coming up to the main dash controls, there's some hidden items down here. The mobile phone symbol is quite important. It denotes that it's a plug and play Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So by plugging in, it will just pop up on the display there, and you're straight into your mapping, media sources and WhatsApp. We have climate control, so this is 1 degree accurate, so each movement is 1 degree C. Nice easy to use fan control, again real buttons and an easy to use airflow around the vehicle. Heated rear window, by engaging it heats the mirrors too. Recirc for your aircon, and of course it can all be turned off. Coming up, we have heated steering wheel rim as mentioned before, heated seats for driver and passenger, and that's 3 different stages, and that does get toasty. So I shall turn them off because it's not particularly cold today. Coming to the actual tablet itself. Now this is touchable. It's only touchable when you're stationary. As soon as you drive away, you'll be reverting back to the controller. The controller's dead easy. It goes up, down, left, right. It twists and it clicks down for functions. So it becomes quite intuitive. Possibly better to keep your hands manoeuvring here than putting sticky paw prints all over your touchscreen. As it denotes that this particular mode, this is the Mazda's inbuilt sat-nav. As mentioned, when you plug into CarPlay or Android Auto, you can bring your own mapping over, of course. Other functions, so with the controller, again, to make it easy to use, you've got quick access to audio and nav, so we're going to audio. So the audio presented with a digital radio player. Also got other functions which are listed through here, so FM, AM, DAB, Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay. It does do Android Auto, it doesn't seem to show that item on the screen though. So plug it in and it will be revealed to you. Coming back, there's a home function, so you can go straight back to this screen here, and the last thing of note would be to pair your phone. Again, you can stream music, you can obviously have all your call data linked to your phone. So put that back into home. Coming up, we have a self-dimming electrochromatic rear view mirror. It will just dim itself with bright lights behind and stop you dazzling you at night time. Coming across, more signatures for the Homura. We have a nice suede with red stitch running through the middle of the car. Yet again, apologise for the flare on the camera there. Coming back down, the actual main steering wheel spokes, horn in the middle, front and centre. Then you've got audio controls for volume, for changing the track, and of course your telephone prep. So this allows you to take a call on the fly, or even decline it and send it back to your voicemail for safety. On the left hand or right hand side, you've got different modes. Fundamentally, this is going to be for cruise control or a speed limiter. If you press onto the speed limiter, it shows up on the digital display, and in fact you can set this from 20 miles an hour upwards, which is super useful for our prevalent 20-mile-an-hour zones, and nobody wants to get caught speeding for 22 in a 20. Technically 10%, you would get 3 points. So back again, we can come into a cruise control mode. You do need to be driving at the speed or close to the speed you want before you can engage it, but then you can thumb up and down and adjust the speed to suit. So rear wiper, dead easy to find and locate. Dead easy to use this car. Lots of little stowage areas. We have drink holders there. We've got a little sort of storage box there. Nice big glove box holding currently the locking wheel nut for our car. But yeah, a nice trim. It's the highest grade for a Mazda 2 currently. and I'm sure you'll find it super acceptable were you to come and view, see and test drive this car. So currently on 17,193 miles at the time of this video, but one owner vehicle will have a service already been completed, therefore a full service history car, albeit it's just a year old. So please come and see our lovely car. We look forward to hearing from you.